Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Effingham Board of Selectmen's meeting for December 21st, 2021. Before we get started, please join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
I believe 10.
Do you have this? So
You want me to ask him to come down?
yep. Anytime he drives there. All right, signature folder. Make a motion to pass the selectmen's meeting minutes for December 14, 2021. Do you hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor, full aye.
Aye.
And we have two line items for the budget, which are doing corrections. One is the library budget, line item 4550. As a result of the discussion last week, we added $2,250 to that, which brings the amount up to $64,285. Make a motion to pass that line item.
You voted it last week, you just need to sign it.
We just need to sign it. Perfect, a little better. Same thing on the insurance one?
No, there was a change to that one.
Okay,
Can you cover the change?
The, when I had spoken to Audrey on the phone, I had told her that her insurance was $48 a month and it's actually 44. So I changed that. And I also changed the disbursements from the employees.
okay, all right. So for line item 4196 insurance, I'll make a motion to adopt the budget for 2022 at the amount of $81,902.
Second.
All those in favor, full aye.
Aye.
All right, there was an abatement map item. And then from a manifest standpoint, make a motion to approve the December 23rd, 2021 manifest in the amount of $15,158.11. Second, all those in favor, for aye.
Aye.
They're in the mail folder. We have a notice of hearing between residents and the Board of Tax and Land Appeals. We have another issue with, or actually a continuing issue with the drain that was replaced on Champion Hill Road by Cobalt Farms driveway. It's still not working properly and it's causing issues with entry into the driveway area, entry and exit. We have an updated wetland permit application for the Berry Bay Dam. It was a courtesy copy to us. We have a letter from NRRA regarding Bob's Tire. Apparently our tire pickup process, even though we're accumulating tires, apparently there's a whole bunch of us that are in towns. They're having an issue with one of their pieces of equipment and lack of drivers. So they understand the issue and NRRA is working with them diligently to try and get all the tires picked up. And the other item in the mail folder was a letter notice from the town law firm of Drummond Woodsum, an hourly rate increase change for January 2022, and the primary attorney, Matt Surge, goes from 205 up to 220 an hour. Town administrator comments.
Mr. Thompson came in last week and he signed the letter and we had a good conversation about his 50 years in town, and we're going to recognize him in the annual report, and Randy's writing something and we'll speak at town meeting. I also met with the new ZBA chair, so he has a key now, and we talked about process and reports. That was really great. I also met Ron and Teresa Evans, and we discussed the plowing and expectations and who I should call when compared to me calling dispatch if I get complaints. And for example, people had complained that the police parking lot wasn't plowed. Well, it's relatively freshly new dirt, so we want it to be really frozen before the plow wipes it. And of course, when there was 8 inches this weekend, he did plow it. And we had a note from Mr. Jones this morning about how great the plowing is the last storm. So kudos to Evans for making the town happy. And I did ask him about coming for the RFP date. I think that's January 11th, and a separate meeting with the BOS at the transfer station. I have not heard back.
Okay,
Okay, but I did send an email, I'll send a reminder. And the reason the manifesto is relatively low this week is because that was only payroll. And we are going to make a suggestion that we start doing the accounts payable every other week. So once we get into the new year, of course, we'll get all of 2021 up to date, and then start moving forward with bi-weekly. That will free up some of the time in the office and give us a little extra each week.
so from a standpoint of doing it every single week on the bills versus twice a month, we can actually utilize time to do other things.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, it'll give us a little extra
I don't
time.
think you should do that. You will. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you. The badges have been ordered now with Minuteman. We played email tag for a long time, but those are in process for assessing and zoning. And I need to give you a last page of the transfer station ordinance that you approved last week. And I'm also going to make a short list that can be handed out to residents of all the rates, so they will have something.
Do you have the template that was created for that trifold brochure, printing front and back that they have up there?
I think we found it
We
online.
did find it,
Yeah.
so I made copies.
Right.
All right, yeah, I know Mark used to just run them straight out and they would fold them when they were up there and
Oh,
hand them out.
nice.
Yeah, good.
I like delegating.
Yeah, I just, as long as we do the print, he'll do the fold, or the guys won't.
And I have a sample technology RFP from another town. They sent it to me so I could plagiarize it. And Joe will be here in about 10 minutes.
Good.
Okay, and next week we will have the encumbrances and the draft warrant articles.
Perfect,
All right,
good.
that's my report.
Thank you.
Did you get a hold of Joe Kenny's office?
I did.
Yeah, any luck? Don't know yet. I called Hasson's office, but the girl I talked to said it's too soon to tell.
Regarding money for highway?
Yeah.
Yeah. He basically said that it'll be at the state level and we won't see anything.
Oh, okay.
So he gave me a really nice elevator speech.
And then the block grant we got, Elaine was telling, do we have to have a public hearing to accept that or no?
No.
No,
No.
okay. And no concrete quotes come in, have they?
No, they haven't.
Okay,
I did send out the email that you requested.
yeah,
I did have a date on the 2 barrels for the oil, and that should be shipping on the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, I followed up last night after we talked, so.
okay, and we're moving that tomorrow, everybody's aware of that. And the plowing complaints, we've been taken care of, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one fire station didn't get plowed out, but Ron just kind of forgot about it. So we're good there. Cleaned up a couple other problems. Town roads come out pretty good. So.
For as soft as they were on the dirt ones.
So I get right now.
All righty. I traded a phone call with, and had a phone call with Brian Dugan, the Fire Services Director for Municipal Resources, Inc. Our advertisement for a fire chief application process closed over a week ago. We got 11 applications in, which is good. Brian will be following up and doing some phone calls within the next week and a half on that around the holiday. And then he will meet with the Board of Selectmen after that and present us two things. We'll do part of it as a public meeting, which will really talk about the process we're gonna do as far as the whole review process in choosing the next chief. And then we will do a non-public because we're gonna have to specifically talk about some of the resumes that came in and the reasons why we're not going to probably go with them, which is a reputational issue. So that will end up being in a non-public meeting. Hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have accomplished all of those. I received updated information for the library internet contract with Consolidated Communications. The chair of the trustees is going to be signing that paperwork today. The install is going to take us into late first quarter next year anyway, so timing is good relative to the town meeting. And I had a question from a mailbox standpoint in here. Can we get another one for the health officer in here?
He has one,
He has one.
yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. And that's all I had a call Sunday with Skip from Beaver Deceivers LLC out of Vermont. So we are currently paying to have that beaver dam ripped out below Snow Road Bridge about every week and a half. And we've got to come up with a more permanent solution, and we're gonna go broke taking care of beaver around that bridge. The company that Audrey has worked with in the past, and I actually sat down and watched about 3 hours of their videos, training presentations and national presentations the other day, comes up with unique solutions, which allows us to basically not have to trap beaver, but solve the problem with the beaver dams getting too high and either flooding or washing out roads and bridges. Excuse me. So he's tied up right now, but he told me at the end of January, he's gonna reach back out to us. And then he'll actually take a look at our particular problem and see what a solution might be for that problem. The good news is it's cost effective. I thought it was gonna be really big money. It's not. And the thing that I did find out, which I had assumed, but he clarified it, is every single one of these installs is unique to the situation of that install. So it's not like we're just buying something off the shelf and putting it into our river. It will be customized for the situation we have going. So we'll see. We'll take a look at it, we'll get a proposal on it, we'll present it, and hopefully we can come up with a solution that's long-term rather than the current one that is costing us some big bucks.
And he's unique because he's a biologist by training, so he's concerned with the whole ecosystem and maintaining it for what lives
Yeah,
out there.
He's been doing it 25 to 30 years, so it was interesting looking at his videos, because some of the videos went back years ago when he started. And you could see the techniques they were trying at that point in time, and then as time went by in other videos, he talked about why they were making changes to their techniques. So basically, it's been an improvement over a 25-year period. So the other good thing is, it's not like this is his first go round with beavers. He's got good experience with them. So we will take a look at that. If it works, we could potentially expand it to the culvert problems we've got around town that are still remaining, and we go from there. But let's look at one first and come up with a solution for that one.
What we did in Cuff Road is working great.
Perfect. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
So we shouldn't have any washouts there. White Mountain Community Health Center request for funding for 2022. Was that on your list already?
They didn't, those are the ones that we, during our meetings, that didn't return our requests. We went back to them 3 times. They just submitted a letter.
With the letter with the
It
audited.
was incomplete information. It wasn't anything that we normally get from them because they were late, so Audrey reached back out to them.
Okay.
And we asked them to have everything before the 1/4 meeting. So I would suggest that you guys hold off on that till we just do it together in 1/4.
Yep, I'm good with that. I just want to make sure we have it on the.
Yeah, if you're good with that, that would be.
Where it popped up. Okay. We'll have the police chief report here shortly. In the interim, we'll go to public comment. Do we have any comments, questions from the public? Going once, going twice. Okay, we don't have any public, non-public that I'm aware of, right?
And Joe wants
Joe
one.
wants
Joe wants one, good,
Yes.
we will do that as soon as he gets done with his presentation. So you said 10 minutes, which is probably another 5 minutes or so, and, all right, we will recess for 5 minutes and come back, and by then the police chief should be here, and we'll talk about his monthly report. That Christmas card